which it should be. They're at home. They're going to be very boisterous because they lost the last game against Greater Beckley. Our feed is going to an overflow crowd in the cafeteria, so the atmosphere is going to be electric. Greater Beckley can't get caught up in it. They have to come out and use that energy to their advantage. You know, a lot of times when you're the visiting team and it's a dead atmosphere, sometimes that gets you down worse than everybody against you. Sometimes that can really pump you up, and, you know, Greater Beckley can't let it make them overly excited.
For the Mavericks, the man that makes things go, Shad Savage, 21.8 points per game on the season. Eli Allen, also a great contributor, a great ball distributor, but has the ability to pull up at any spot on the floor and nail the jump shot.
I'll tell you, what a guard combination. Savage shoots it from all over this side of half court. He's got great range. I didn't realize how well he handles himself in the paint, drawing fouls and hanging in there. Now, Eli Allen, he can get his mid-range jump shot off at any time. And his strength is the crossover dribble, being able to get into the paint area, and he elevates over the defender, and he's able to put it in the basket. But that is a tremendous guard duo, those two.
When you look at this Greater Beckley roster, Jordan McInnes coming in at 6'9". There's not a lot of size like that in Class A basketball. He has the matchup. He has the size advantage in this game.
Oh, he definitely does, and he has to use it. And he's got to stay out of foul trouble. And I know there's veteran officials that referee college ball in here tonight. I don't think those kind of veterans call the knick-knack fouls that I see sometimes in high school basketball. So McInnes should be able to play very aggressively, and he has to do that and dominate the paint for Greater Beckley to have a chance against such a strong, dynamic James Monroe Maverick basketball team.
We've got a good matchup for you here tonight. It's 8-6 Greater Beckley against 16-1 James Monroe. You're watching the Region 3 Class A Championship on Video Productions. All right, buddy.
You ever really wonder what the insurance companies think about the Mize Law Firm?
When Mize Law Firm calls, we let them name their own price.
You're in good hands at the Mize Law Firm. That's my stance.
Yep, and we covered it. We paid a time or two because we fought Mize a time or two. Hiring a Mize Law Firm will protect you from mayhem, like me.
Hiring the Mize Law Firm could earn you 15% more.
When I pick up the phone and it's Mize on the line, I just give him the money and save some time.
Seems pretty obvious to me.
Championship game between the visitors, the Greater Beckley Crusaders, under the direction of head coach Justin Arlong. Number 42, Ezra Drumheller. Number 5, David Smallwood. Number 23, Jordan McInnes. Number 1, B.J. Mitchell. And number 20, John Rose. And now, their home standing, James Monroe Mavericks. Under the head coach Matt Savage. Number 0, Josh Burks. Number 1, Shad Savage. Number 12, Eli Allen. Number 13, Peyton Witt. And number 22, Judd Langford.
Welcome back into the Maverick Gymnasium, the Class A Region 3 Section 1 championship game. Mike Goddard here with two-time National Coach of the Year, Bob Bolin. And Coach, we were saying before we went to break, a really great matchup here between two teams. You can't take Greater Beckley's 8-6 record into account right here. They had an interruption in the middle of their season, but they have gotten hot here at the end of the season, regular season.
You're exactly right, Mike. They had some COVID issues early. They didn't have a lot of practice time. They've played a tremendous schedule. You know, they've beat a lot of teams in the top 10, and their only loss is to James Monroe. So we're ready to get this one started.
Mitchell's going to walk the ball across the timeline, brings it out right side high. Now into the lane, kicks it left to Rose. Rose steps back. Sends it out right, left side high to Smallwood.
James Monroe starting out in their traditional half-court man-to-man. They put a lot of ball pressure except when it's on Mitchell because of his quickness.
Rose dumps it to McGinnis. Out on the wing now to Mitchell. Mitchell's going to take it into the lane, puts up the high teardrop, and he gets it to fall.
And you can see why right there they try to play off of Mitchell because he's the quickest player on the court. Greater Beckley with a nice little start tonight. Eli Allen with the ball out top.
Allen surveys the Crusader defense, brings it down to the left block, out in the corner, and that's what the Mavericks like to do. Burks from the corner.
Burks knocks down the three. Eli Allen running his team's offense, getting people open shots.
Mitchell now with the ball, sends it out high to Rose. Rose swings it out to Mitchell on the wing, out high now to Smallwood.
Now, when they see McInnes, when McInnes is on that low block and they can see his numbers, they got to get him the ball.
Errant pass into the corner is going to be picked by the Mavericks. Allen brings it back down the left side of the floor. Into the lane, off the glass, Allen finishes.
Eli Allen with the Euro step, beautiful move. And when you think about that, I've seen that move called travel this year. You got three veteran officials out here that do college games. That is not a travel, and they nail it. Look at the Euro step. Right, left, around the defender. Sweet kiss off the glass.
Ball into Mitchell High. McGinnis now with the 16-footer from the left side. It's going to be short.
Yeah.
And they're going to say that
Peyton Witt. Oh, he did. I mean, great call again. Peyton Witt. He had position. He did not have to ride the offensive player out of bounds against the wall. Aggressive play by Witt, but foul called there.
Ball kicked into the quarter to Drummiller with the three. Rebound secured by the Mavericks. Allen brings it down the floor. Right side, hands it to Savage. Catch and shoot three.
Ooh.
Savage.
That's nice. Catch, shoot. You see his quick release. Savage can light it up. He's in his home gym. You better watch out for him having a big game tonight.
Rose out top now to Smallwood, and Smallwood want to draw the blocking foul.
Yeah, had a blocking foul inside. Greater Beckley ball, OB under. Smallwood got the angle, got bumped right there at the top. Greater Beckley with the out of bounds play.
Timeout on the floor. You're watching the Class A Region 3 Section 1 Championship on Video Productions.
The earth beneath my feet is turning like a wheel and beating like a drum.
Your first set of wheels didn't come with complications or strings or hassles. It can be that way again. Tire Pros, hassle-free.
Welcome back into James Monroe High School. 5:52 to go here, first quarter. It's been a good start here for the home team.
It has. James Monroe hit some deep threes. Eli Allen got into the lane. The only negative for James Monroe is 3 team fouls early. They have to adjust to the way the game's being called, and I think it's being called really well. So, they just got to take some of their aggressiveness out of it because of this crowd. I think they're starting out the game really aggressive.
Looked like Mitchell was going to be able to use his athleticism there to save a possession for Greater Beckley. He steps on the line. Thought the Crusaders looked a little out of sync there coming out of that timeout.
I did too. And Greater Beckley showing pressure, but it's kind of a token pressure. They're just backing off of Allen, showing full court press.
Allen comes off the screen, kicks it out on the wing to Hazelwood. Hazelwood now to Savage. Savage is going to drive inside, dumps it off nice to Peyton Witt.
Beautiful pass by Shad Savage. 10-2 James Monroe.
Mitchell looking for some help, sends it out to Rose. Left side now Smallwood. Smallwood sends the ball over to Mitchell. Smallwood now on the wing, comes down inside. 3 put up by Drummiller. Allen on the run. Allen into the lane, up and under, too strong. Witt with the rebound, out to Savage, corner 3.
Oh my God. They need a timeout, time to get one. Savage knocks it down. James Monroe scored every possession. I think they've scored every possession. Boy, they're playing efficient basketball, and then they forced the travel on this end. Justin Arbonne, 11 points down. Time to use that timeout. As we take a look here, nice, beautiful dish by Savage, and Peyton Witt with the finish.
Allen walks the ball down into the face of pressure here by Caden Smallwood. Hands it off to Savage on the right wing. Down inside now to Langford. Langford puts up the tough shot. Witt with the backside rebound. And we're going to have a foul underneath. Yeah, it's going to be on Ezra Drummiller.
Yeah, got him on the ground, and Anthony, the referee, was very definitive in that. Called it on the ground. James Monroe ball, out of bounds.
Allen to Savage in the corner. Another catch and shoot 3. This one's going to be off the mark. Mitchell catches it on the run. Long outlet to Smallwood, and Smallwood has it knocked away by Hazelwood.
Great hustle by Andy Hazelwood. Greater Beckley, you pull your best out of bounds play that you have out of your hat right now. They did. Look at the hustle. Hustle, got in there, stripped the ball clean. Greater Beckley under. They need a bucket right here.
Inbound McGinnis, jumper no good. Hazelwood with the rebound. Hazelwood doing some double duty, coach. He's already pitched the Mavericks to a couple of baseball wins.
Really?
And his pass is knocked away inside, and we're going to have a foul here on Shad Savage.
And you can tell his dad, Coach Matt Savage, not pleased with him there. And he said, son, don't get a foul 80 feet from the basket. We need you. We need your shooting. Don't reach back there.
Mitchell, long pass down in the corner to Mitchell. Or McGinnis, excuse me. Out high now to Mitchell, and we're going to have the offensive foul.
Yeah, I got an illegal pick on Drumheller. Got to get set on those picks.
Allen brings it across the timeline, looks over the defense, drives down the left side of the lane, off the glass, too strong. McGinnis rebound. Outlets to Smallwood. Smallwood into the lane. Smallwood is going to draw the foul on Hazelwood.
Yeah, And a triple on Hazelwood. And, the home fans getting a good boo. And, I like to – Anthony Eads was two-time player of the year or two-time AA captain All-State, and he's refereed probably 100 Division I. I don't think the fans going to bother him too much.
Exactly.
But if I was the fans, I would raise Cane every call too, but not going to bother that young guy.
Smallwood lobs it in to Mitchell.
Yeah, Greater Beckley needs to spread the floor and let Mitchell go to work, use his quickness. They got to get a good shot. Okay, they're trying Smallwood in the post. And
Smallwood out to McGinnis, into the corner. Three launch there. It's going to be too strong. Rebound into the hands of Allen. Allen dumps it underneath the Savage. Savage can't control it. It's going to get out of bounds here.
Yeah, out of bounds to Greater Beckley. Boy, 13-2. James Monroe's been terrific on the offensive end and the defensive end. I'd like to see a ball pick up high for Mitchell with Smallwood in the corner looking for the three off the help. They need to get something easy here. Look at the defense. Look at Cameron Thomas out there denying. James Monroe looks like they got 6 or 7 players on the court.
McGinnis kicks it out to Smallwood. Smallwood's going to bring it left side.
Good
the
play.
elbow now. We get the open look from Mitchell.
Yeah.
Off the mark.
And
Rebound inside.
Smallwood did a good job of getting Mitchell an open shot. And James Monroe's playing at a different level right now. I really think all it takes for Greater Beckley is get one to fall down, get feeling comfortable. It's a huge crowd, and during this COVID year, there hasn't been huge crowds. So this is all new to these guys. It's postseason play. It's a huge crowd, and Greater Beckley just hasn't settled into the game yet.
Fox able to hit on his first.
Yeah, see how Fox flew down the lane. Great catch on the pass going to the layup.
Fox knocks them both down. Mavericks out to a 13-point lead.
Yeah, but James Monroe has been dominant.
Mitchell to McGinnis on the right wing. McGinnis out high to Rose. Mitchell whips it inside to McGinnis.
Triple team.
Going to have to track it down here. Crusaders will reset. Three-pointer launch by Judy from the left side.
Yeah. Judy's got a smooth left-handed shot. Greater Beckley really needed that basket.
Allen out to Fox. Fox into the lane, uses the right hand. Found a seam in the middle, Coach.
Well, Colin Fox has came off the bench and gave his team a huge lift.
Smallwood does a nice job on this end.
Yeah, going to the basket, Smallwood. Great outside shooter, able to draw the foul there on Hazelwood. That would be his second, I believe.
Yes. And he puts it up short.
Yeah, I tell you, postseason sometimes can do this to you. Greater Beckley, I've said thus far in the first quarter, they're playing tight, and that's obvious. A great shooter to go up there and shoot an air ball. A little tight right now, and Coach Arvon's got to reach in his bag of tricks and loosen them up, or this thing could get ugly quickly.
Finds his range on the second shot. Allen now to Savage. Savage, top of the circle. Takes it back, sends it over to Allen. Allen looking to create against Mitchell, and Mitchell draws the offensive foul.
Yeah, good job by Mitchell getting position. Eli Allen just forcing the action a little bit. He's got that great spin move and crossover, to get back to the middle of the lane where he's so effective. Should have used it there.
Mitchell down inside to Smallwood, and Hazelwood turns the tables.
Yeah, the same call on both ends of the floor. Officials being very consistent. When you spin towards that baseline, you can't drop the shoulder, and the shoulder was dropped there. Charge was called. And Greater Beckley looked like they were starting to sit down and get a little bit more comfortable as they go to a zone here. 2-3 zone. We haven't seen that yet.
Reverse layup by Allen doesn't fall. McGinnis, that was Judy with the basketball, and this is Mitchell. And Mitchell.
Well, Savage stepped in there and took the charge. You think about that, you don't see that much in high school basketball. The last 3 fouls have all been charges. So So these kids showing a lot of toughness. Let's take a look at it. Yep, he got right there, took it right in the chin, right in the choppers. He gets a little blood on his mouth, looks over and said, Dad, am I okay with that 80-foot foul I made a minute ago? I think I made up for it now. Greater Beckley back to the zone.
Mavericks have it here with 40 seconds to go in the left corner. Thomas with the jumper. Chad Savage fights for the rebound. Savage is going to earn a trip to the free throw line.
James Monroe
tough
just
there for Rose.
Yeah, Greater Beckley, James Monroe just outworked him there on the boards. Greater Beckley's got to fight hard for those rebounds. James Monroe's sending forward to the offensive rebounds, and they're going after it.
Savage nails the first.
Well,
so smooth.
I'll just tell you this. Savage missed the free throw late in the game against Greater Beckley early in the year. And about 11:30 at night, I get a Facebook message from Eli's dad showing those two in the gym down there working on free throws. So that's the kind of dedication they have here, James Monroe, and they're playing good. And Greater Beckley's kids live in that gymnasium too. So that's why these two programs are where they are right now.
McGinnis put up the long three. Allen comes up with it. Nice dish underneath to Thomas. He can't get it to fall. Fight for the rebound. Crusaders with a chance here. 10 seconds. Mitchell brings it down to the top of the circle. Into the lane. Allen trying to go up and get it and we'll have a blocking foul.
Right. I believe the block was clean up top, but the blocking foul happened down low.
I believe Mitchell would have finished there if it hadn't been for Allen.
Yeah.
Altering.
Yeah, got right there on the block. You got to get there and take it and go to the ground. A lot of times if you get a little contact and start backpedaling, it'll be a block. Now in the college game, that's automatic block. And they got the restricted area circle.
Right.
Boy, I wish they would get a paintbrush and paint that in the high school game. That'd eliminate people taking charges under the basket. And it would be a good use of paint if the WVSSAC decided to implement that rule.
Allen gives it off to Savage with 1 second to go. No good. After 1 quarter of play, it's James Monroe 19, Greater Beckley 8. You're watching the Region 3 Section 1 Championship on Video Productions. And
The 2021 Nissan Titan is the best truck on the road, and here's why. A 5-year, 100,000-mile bumper-to-bumper warranty. With 400 horsepower and 413 foot-pounds torque, the Titan can tow up to 9,400 pounds. And now, through March 31st, receive up to 84 months with 0% financing. So come early for the best selection. Schedule your appointment online all the time at lewisnissan.com or call 1-800-TO-BECKLEY.
welcome back. Start of the second quarter of this Class A Region 3 Section 1 championship game. It was a great start for the Mavericks. Crusaders, though, able to kind of weather the storm there. Got a couple late free throws.
Yeah, it was 13-2. And from that point, they played it even at 6-6. But there's a big difference in the rebounding of the basketball. And Greater Beckley has to go after the rebounds. And we don't have our pretty stat sheet up here today, but it's obvious to the eye that James Monroe is dominating the boards. And I'm sure Justin Arvon talked about that during that timeout. And let's see if Greater Beckley can hit the boards a little stronger.
Savage
there
launches
he goes.
The long three.
There he goes.
And Smallwood's going to bring it back for the Crusaders. Mitchell has his shot knocked out of bounds. That's Noah Hunter.
Boy, when you look at that James Monroe bench, you can see it in the background. They're into the game, excited about the game. Oh, great out-of-bounds play by Greater Beckley.
Oh, McGinnis brought it to the floor, knocked away. Here come the Mavericks. Hunter in the corner underneath the Witt, and Witt off the glass.
Peyton Witt with a quick little shot fake and finish.
Mitchell from the elbow sends it out to Judy.
Now
McGinnis with a jump hook.
Yeah,
rattles out.
And that's the shot they want. They got it to McGinnis early there. McGinnis has to get back to the basket and protect it for his team.
Long outlet there to Witt. Witt can't get the layup to fall. Crusaders going to have another chance here. Smallwood looking to create some space. Gets it to Mitchell on the left wing. Mitchell directs traffic. Cross-court pass. Out high now to Judy. Back to Mitchell inside to McGinnis. Out to Judy. They worked it nicely. Judy just can't finish.
McGinnis read the double team perfectly, but after he kicked it out, he started backpedaling. He's got to go to the offensive boards. You know, the point guard and the two guard will get back and stop the break while McGinnis gets back, but they need him on the boards because the shots are not going in. Let's look at
Allen turns it over there. McGinnis strong to the basket.
Yeah, and out there on the wing, we had a gamble, and my favorite saying is never mistake achievement for activity. And he is active, but he took himself out of the play, and then McGinnis had left his feet, and the block call was made. And McGinnis goes to the free throw line.
McGinnis sinks the first. Coach, you know they've went to McGinnis here 3 straight possessions.
And I think that's a great strategy. I mean, they're not making outside shots, and he has an advantage inside, but you can't stop James Monroe. James Monroe just able to move the ball. There's finally a turnover. Beautiful look ahead.
Neither of these teams quit.
No, both teams playing extremely hard.
Judy hard to the basket. Nice finish.
Yeah, Judy hit the 3 earlier. He's giving them a big lift off the bench. Nice finish. 9-point game.
Mavericks put the ball back in the hands of Allen. Wing to Savage, inside Witt to Hunter. Inside now to Langford. Langford kicks it in the corner. Savage had to bail out, get it to Allen. Allen puts up the tough runner. Rebound inside by Langford. And Langford with the finish. And one.
Again, our producer was talking to us on the break about the rebound, and there it is. I mean, right there, Greater Beckley, great defense. They stopped him. Get the rebound. Nope, Langford outworked it, and an and one. And right there is your difference in the game right now.
Langford finishes. Mavericks doubling up the Crusaders.
Well, with all the pressure that James Monroe is putting on the wings for Greater Beckley, Mitchell should be able to drive to the basket because they're not going to help off the shooters.
Allen does a nice job finding Noah Hunter up and under.
Eli Allen to Hunter for the finish. Beautiful basketball by the Mavericks.
Mitchell down inside to McGinnis. McGinnis strong move to the basket, blocked, and Savage comes away with it. Savage with the 1-on-2 break.
Tell you what, you got to give Matt Savage some credit here on these kids perfecting that Euro step. It was the block shot on this end by Eli Allen coming in from the back and heading the other way. The Euro step by Savage gets him to the free throw line. So first time we had Eli Allen on the Euro step. That time we had Savage. When it's 2 different players, I'll tell you, you know the coaching staff has been working on it.
27-12, Region 3, Section 1 championship game on Video Productions.
General Stores knows West Virginia, but what some may not know is what LG is doing in your communities. And I'm here to tell you how Little General, with the strength of their 100+ stores, is helping to enrich lives and empower families in West Virginia. Like the Norma May Huggins Cancer Research Endowment Fund, which is fighting to cure cancer every day right here in West Virginia. Locally owned and operated, LG has always been there and always will be. Little General Stores, committed to West Virginians. Boom!
It's time. Time to take your next step. No, not a baby step. Make it a leap. A leap into a better future for you and your family. It's time to set a goal. Not just any goal, but a goal that will give you the tools for success. Now is your time, and we are here to help you achieve your goal. New River Community and Technical College is your next step to a great career.
Welcome back to this Class A Region 3 Section 1 championship game. Coach Boland, Mavericks are starting to stretch this lead out just a little bit further.
I'll tell you what, they're playing inspired basketball. They're sharing the ball. The go-to guy in this game for the Mavericks is the open guy. And when you're playing basketball that unselfishly, you're hard to stop. I just said, I hope for Greater Beckley's sake, they need to open up for Mitchell, let him drive to the basket, because there he goes. There, that's what they need to do. Now, he's got to finish, but that's the open shot that they'll be able to get.
Allen with the long outlet to Hunter, and Hunter's going to launch the three. Rebound, Judy. Back come the Crusaders. Smallwood to Drummiller. Drummiller sends it out to Mitchell. Mitchell left side finds a seam. He goes to the basket, lays it up and in.
And you can tell that's the coach. Coach Arvon talked to them about that. That's an advantage they have. Now, James Monroe will have to help off of that, but you can't watch that young man shoot. But you can't play the COVID defense on Shad Savage. When you're 6 feet away, he's going to knock it down. Greater Beckley got lucky on the miss. They spread the floor. So I don't know why Mitchell – there he goes. Mitchell needs to just go for it. I mean, that's where they have a quickness of it right there. He needs to attack the basket. Good. And that's what he needs to do. And, when you announce these games, you get caught up on – I like both of these teams.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Mitchell needs to drive. Down on the other end, I'd like to see Savage get some threes off and Eli Allen drive. And these are fun teams to watch. And I think Greater Beckley's figured out a way to get shots now, and B.J. Mitchell just has to capitalize on it. And on the other end, James Monroe has been capitalizing the entire game.
You see now Judd Langford heads to the bench, but they get a great performer in here, Cameron Thomas. Thomas, one of those guys that does a lot of work inside. We've been talking about the rebounds for James Monroe as Mitchell hits his second free throw.
And he's the third leading scorer on the team. So that's not bad when you sub and you bring in a 13-point-per-game player.
Allen, right side to Thomas, back out now to Allen. Allen looks inside, sends it to Savage on the wing in the corner to Thomas. Inside to three put up by Allen.
Great ball movement, Mike.
Smallwood now looking to do something with the basketball. Gives it off to Judy. Judy out high. Drummiller swings it. They get it in the corner. Back out to Mitchell. Mitchell's going to drive inside. And it's kicked out now to Smallwood.
Much better job that time by James Monroe pinching the defensive end.
Oh, and good call right there as Smallwood used the forearm to clear Eli Allen. Coach, when you're getting that high screen out there, your ball handler's got to come off the screen a little bit tighter.
Yes, he does. You're exactly right. Eli Allen with the good defense. And James Monroe's got that extra giddy up in their step. I mean, they're just excited. You know, when you get pushed off and you fall and your butt hits the ground and you jump straight up, you know that you're ready to play basketball tonight.
Savage sends it over to Hunter. Back out to Eli now. Allen on the wing. Inside Thomas from the elbow. It's going to be short. Mitchell takes it on the run. Mitchell into the lane. Mitchell hard to the basket. I think that shot was blocked there by Cameron Thomas. Mavericks back on the run. Savage kicks it to Allen in the lane. Puts up the high floater. No good. Rebound. Tough shot put up there by Colin Fox. And it's taken away by Mitchell. Mitchell weaving his way back down the floor. Cross-court pass here to Judy. Judy out high to Mitchell. Now the Crusaders are going to settle.
It's not pretty, but it's gritty. Getting after it here.
McGinnis out on the wing. Into Rose. Rose has it knocked away, comes up with the ball, and big basket there for the Crusaders.
Yes, cuts the lead to 10, and John Rose just had to fight for that basket. Nothing pretty about it. He just kept fighting and able to get the deuce.
Allen
Here
swings
comes.
it right side to Hunter, now to Savage in the corner. Savage patiently into the lane, now to Allen. Allen, tough, into the chest of McGinnis. Well, it's a tough call right there on Jordan McGinnis.
Let's see if he's stepping forward. That's what the referee called. Said he was stepping forward on the contact. Yeah, it's a close one. I mean,
can see his right foot coming forward, but I don't.
Yeah, looked like a wall, a big wall of a man, 6'9" in there with his hands up. But you know, those are split calls, bank calls, and they'll average out by the end of the game as Eli Allen knocks down the second one.
So we've got an 11-point lead here for the Mavericks. We're under 2 minutes to go here in the first half. What do the Crusaders need to do here to chip away at this?
Well,
what kind of single-digit lead do you want to cut this down to?
Well, if you think about this, Mike, it was 13-2 after the first 2 minutes of the game. So that's an 11-point lead. So it's been even the last 6, 8. The last 12 minutes has been even basketball. So Greater Beckley, has to think about that. We're playing them even, but they didn't dig themselves a hole. James Monroe put them in a hole. They came out of the gates real strong. So I think they have to keep spreading the floor for B.J. Mitchell and let him drive and make decisions. And then from James Monroe, they need to get Savage some open threes against that zone because he's a dead-eye shooter.
Mitchell swings it out on the wing to McGinnis. McGinnis, top of the circle to Judy, inside. And that is a tough shot put up inside by Drumheller. And we're going to have an offensive foul and a technical foul. You don't want to see this.
No. And I didn't see what happened on the other end. They called an offensive foul on Drumheller.
On Drumheller.
Let's see. And then Drumheller's reaction to the call drew the technical foul.
May have been Noah Hunter that hit the floor.
Yeah, I didn't really see what happened there, but you got to keep your composure at all times. And you said it was an offensive foul on Drumheller?
Yes.
I don't know. I didn't see that. Maybe we'll take a look at it later, but Justin Arvon's very upset about it. But Savage is at the line shooting two, and he hits the first one.
If Savage is able to knock down these free throws, this is just the opposite of what the Crusaders really needed right here. Mavericks now with the basketball back, a 13-point lead.
And they got to really watch on this possession for Savage. Knocking a three, trying to get that thing up to 16. They got to tilt the zone towards Savage.
Allen swings it right side to Hunter, back out to Allen. Allen patiently out to Savage. He found his spot, Coach.
I mean, I knew that was coming. When you're trying to put that death sentence on another team, and Savage there.
Nice drop step there by McGinnis. Oh, and they call the offensive foul. Coach Arvon is really upset now.
Yeah, I did not see that one. I thought McGinnis went up strong and drew the foul.
Thought he influenced the defender to his right side and stepped in. It was a nice drop step to the basket.
Yeah, I did not see where the charge was on that play. But again, they better find Savage again against this zone.
They swing it out to Hunter. His three is going to be too strong.
Yeah, Greater Beckley fan getting kicked out of the gym.
Well, playoff basketball, emotions are high. It's been pretty emotional. The heightened emotions have been even higher here in the last minute and a half.
Yeah, I don't even like acknowledging them. We'll get back to the game. We got B.J. Mitchell. Again, he's been doing a really good job of driving to the basket as McKenna steps out for the three.
Allen goes up high for the rebound, and
had a foul there on Arvon.
Braylon Arvon.
Yeah, I had Braylon Arvon going under. Undercut Eli Allen there, and Eli Allen will go to the free throw line.
Allen, he's smooth.
Oh, yeah, takes that lead up to 17, and now James Monroe on a 7-0 run after Greater Beckley had cut it to 10.
This one rattles out, but Thomas inside, he can't get the putback, and it's going to go out of bounds off the Mavericks.
Yeah, big possession here for Greater Beckley to try to fight and get back in this game.
Mitchell takes it on the run at the timeline. They swing it out left side to Rose, down inside to McInnes. Back out to Rose. Rose, 16-footer, follows his shot, comes up with the rebound, and they're going to draw the foul here on Cameron Thomas.
Oh, and they called a technical foul on Justin Arvon.
Well, he came out to the half-court line right there. Pretty emphatic, I think, about the foul call that they were able to get.
Okay, so now Rose will get his 2 free throws here, and then we'll go to the other end, and James Monroe will get 2 free throws, and James Monroe will take the ball out. So things getting a little out of hand here. 34-18. Both teams need to just gather their composure and not let this game get out of hand.
So Rose hit 1 out of 2. Savage will get his chance for the Mavericks.
Yeah, Savage, dead-eye free throw shooter. You know, one of the only good things about sectionals is both teams advance regardless.
They do. And they're going to advance in one of the toughest regions in Class A.
The toughest. You were telling me earlier, James Monroe, number 2, Webster County and Greenbrier West tied for 7, and Greater Beckley 10, all in the same region. Wow, but that's a good thing, I think, that the SSAC's done with the co-regional games, that 2 good teams can make the playoffs from the same section.
Fox can't hit from the elbow. McInnes brings it down. Under 30 to go here in the first half. Down inside to McInnes. McInnes with the drop step off the glass. Can't get it to fall, but he draws the foul on Thomas. And, Coach, we've seen them about midway through the second quarter, three straight possessions come inside to McInnes.
Yeah.
He's just not been able to get the bucket.
Right, and now if he gets fouled, he needs to make the free throws, because I'll just tell you, 2 missed free throws is an invisible turnover. It's the same result.
Absolutely.
I mean, it's almost better to get a traveling call than 2 missed free throws, because at least with a travel, the whistle blows and you can go the other end and set your defense up. So McInnes not able to connect on either one, but great hustle by B.J. Mitchell.
Into the hands of Rose, who launches the 3. Quick outlet to Savage, and he's not going to be able to track it down. Crusaders are going to have the ball back here.
One of the few unforced errors that James Monroe's made in this game. They've been very efficient with the basketball, and they've played on the offensive end very effectively.
Mitchell with 10 seconds, top of the circle, into the lane. Has to track it down, tries to dump it off, and Savage picks his pocket, and he's going to draw the foul on John Rose.
Yeah, not a good foul.
Not good with 1.9 to go.
Not 65 feet from the basket with less than 2 seconds left in the half. The only thing that's going to happen is a throw-up shot from half court. Now you got a great free throw shooter like Savage going to the line for some gifts. So not a real heads-up play there by Greater Beckley.
Yeah, we talked about the rebounding difference in this contest. The free throw shooting difference is also starting to rear its head. Savage sinks both.
You know what, Mike? This is almost the exact same score as the game was at Greater Beckley, but flip it over.
Right.
I mean, it was Greater Beckley was up 19 at the half, and James Monroe came out the second half and made a great run. So we'll see what's in store for the second half.
Going to have a great second half for you. Coming up first, our halftime break. You're watching the Region 3, Section 1 Class A Championship on Video Productions.
General Stores knows West Virginia, but what some may not know is what LG is doing in your communities. And I'm here to tell you how Little General, with the strength of their 100+ stores, is helping to enrich lives and empower families in West Virginia. Like the Norma May Huggins Cancer Research Endowment Fund, which is fighting to cure cancer every day right here in West Virginia. Locally owned and operated, LG has always been there and always will be. Little General Stores, committed to West Virginians. Boom!
It's time. Time to take your next step. No, not a baby step. Make it a leap. A leap into a better future for you and your family. It's time to set a goal. Not just any goal, but a goal that will give you the tools for success. Now is your time, and we are here to help you achieve your goal. New River Community and Technical College is your next step to a great career.
Hey, my name is Dante, and a little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A nuggets is the authentic taste of it. You can tell it's freshly breaded, seasoned perfectly, and it just has this unique taste that compares to no other. Once I bite into it,
My name is Meredith, and a little thing I love about Chick-fil-A's mac and cheese is the oven-toasted, cheesy top layer. If home had a flavor, it would be Chick-fil-A's mac and cheese. I'm passionate about it.
Don't compromise, call John Mize, attorney at law in Beckley. Call 255-MIZE when you need help directly. When there's loss or injury or you've been wronged, call John Mize and your case is strong. Don't compromise, call John Mize, attorney at law in Beckley.
It's time. Time to take your next step. No, not a baby step. Make it a leap. A leap into a better future for you and your family. It's time to set a goal. Not just any goal, but a goal that will give you the tools for success. Now is your time, and we are here to help you achieve your goal. New River Community and Technical College is your next step to a great career.
Welcome back to James Monroe High School, this Class A Region 3 Section 1 championship game.
Yes, absolutely.
Mavericks with a 38-18 halftime lead. Was a big first half for Shad Savage. Savage and Eli Allen kind of running the show here for the Mavericks, while Greater Beckley really struggling to get anything going on the offensive end. You made a point that right before that, we were just under 2 minutes to go there before the half, that they had maintained that 11-point margin right there, but then the wheels kind of came off.
Yeah, they maintained the 11-point spread from the 6-minute mark. 6 minutes and then 6 for 12 consecutive minutes, and then they cut it to 10, and then the wheels fell off, and it was after a questionable offensive foul down low. And, you know, there's going to be calls during the game that go against both teams, and you can't let it affect the outcome. Now, you know, Greater Beckley has a chance, just like the game at Greater Beckley. When James Monroe was down big at halftime, they came out the second half and tied the game up. Greater Beckley has to regain their composure, which I'm sure they can, and get ready to come back in the second half. Now, for James Monroe, they want to come out with the fire they started the game with and end this thing in the first 3 minutes of this third quarter. That's their goal.
Now, I've felt all along that Jordan McInnes was the big advantage for the Crusaders. He hasn't really been able to get started here on the offensive end, but I think if they can get the basketball inside to him, if he can get a couple buckets, then he can start kicking these things out here to Smallwood and to Mitchell.
I agree.
And make things happen for Greater Beckley. Just the continuity hasn't looked real good offensively. Yeah. And give James Monroe credit. They have done everything to disrupt it.
They are diving on McInnes with 2 people and sometimes 3. So he's either, when he touches it down low, for him to score has to be like he did in the quarter. Catch it, make your move immediately. If he hesitates before he makes his move, the double or triple team's going to come, and then he just needs to get the ball over his head and make the correct outlet pass for the open three-point shooter.
What do you think about those big men getting that ball down in the post like that and then putting it on the floor? Do you like to see him keep that thing up high?
Got to chin it and keep it over your head. I mean, the lowest you can take it is to your chin, because you're making your 6'9" self the same as the 5'10" guards. And McInnes has had a great year, and he can do that. My whole thinking here is just James Monroe came out playing lights out, scoring on their first 6 possessions, and that's the difference in the game, that and the way they finished the last minute and 30.
Yeah, this Maverick team's a team that in the last 5 games have scored 100 points 3 different times. They have big weapons offensively.
Oh, they do. And, James Monroe, fun team to watch. And I've enjoyed each game we've had them this year. It starts. James Monroe starts with Eli Allen, his ability to get into the lane, and he's been able to do that. And then Shad Savage hitting 3 threes and only missing 1 free throw. I think he was 8 for 9 from the line. So Savage has just really had a tremendous first half.
Well, and you talked about it. This is the advantage of the Mavericks playing in their home gym right here. Savage lives in this gym.
Yeah, and then, like I told you, the picture I got at 11:30 at night when they got off the bus after he missed that free throw, and they showed me Eli Allen and Savage down here shooting free throws. Well, guess what? He was 8 for 9 in that quarter, 3 threes, 17 in the half, 17 points in the first half. And, Eli Allen only has 4 points, but he was able to distribute the ball and run a great game from the point guard position.
Yeah, and I have seen Eli Allen this season in other games go into that halftime break with 6-8 points, and he really explodes in that second half. And kind of looking at these 2 teams here also, Coach, James Monroe able to go a lot deeper into their bench than Greater Beckley. Greater Beckley's already got a small roster. James Monroe able to come in with the likes of Colin Fox, Cameron Thomas, Noah Hunter. As the game has played out over that first half, they've got some depth there, and they can use it to their advantage.
Oh, and they can, and they're doing that. And COVID has something to do with Greater Beckley's bench. They had a few foreign kids that played last year that returned home because of COVID, and then when they came back, they were ruled ineligible, like a 2-year transfer. So that really hurt their depth before the season started. But James Monroe has used their depth to their advantage, and they've had 8 or 9 kids come in the first half and really be effective.
Well, the Crusaders definitely have the ability to make it a game here in the second half, and we're looking forward to see what's going to transpire here at James Monroe. You're watching the Class A Region 3 Section 1 Championship game on Video Productions.
General Stores knows West Virginia, but what some may not know is what LG is doing in your communities. And I'm here to tell you how Little General, with the strength of their 100+ stores, is helping to enrich lives and empower families in West Virginia. Like the Norma May Huggins Cancer Research Endowment Fund, which is fighting to cure cancer every day right here in West Virginia. Locally owned and operated, LG has always been there and always will be. Little General Stores, committed to West Virginians. Boom!
Hey, my name is Dante, and a little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A nuggets is the authentic taste of it. You can tell it's freshly breaded, seasoned perfectly, and it just has this unique taste that compares to no other. Once I bite into it,
My name is Meredith, and a little thing I love about Chick-fil-A's mac and cheese is the oven-toasted, cheesy top layer. If home had a flavor, it would be Chick-fil-A's mac and cheese. I'm passionate about it.
Welcome back to the Class A Region 3 Section 1 championship game. Coach, looking at that James Monroe Maverick roster, we were talking about that depth. A lot more players able to get into the scoring column for Greater Beckley.
Yeah, Greater Beckley only had 5 field goals the first half. I'm sure that's a season low for them. And James Monroe has something to do with it, but this is a new half. I'm anxious to see both these teams, see if James Monroe comes out with that eye of the tiger they started the game, and see if Greater Beckley can correct some of their misfortune from the first half.
Smallwood going to start it off here for the Crusaders. Gets it to Mitchell on the left side. Mitchell out high to McInnes. McInnes now to Smallwood. Smallwood takes the defender. Sends it out to Rose, now to McInnes. Smallwood, top of the circle. Backs it out, sends it to Mitchell on the left wing. Greater Beckley being patient here. Mitchell hands it off to Rose, now to Smallwood. Smallwood is going to go around Allen, puts it up high off the glass. Allen able to pull down the rebound. Allen into the lane, stops, hands it off to Savage. Back out now to Allen. And Mavericks are going to reset. Allen crosses over, gives it off to Burks. Down inside to Langford. And baseline jumper here for Allen. Can't get it to fall. Rebound pulled down by Judy.
Both teams, after frenetic pace the first half, both teams held the ball over 30 seconds on their first possession. That was kind of an odd start. Both teams being very patient, trying to get a good shot. And let's see, Greater Beckley with their second possession of the half, and there's already down to 6 minutes and 30 seconds.
Smallwood underneath now to
There's
McInnes. Back to Smallwood. Smallwood starts baseline, backs it out. Left side Rose, and Rose has it knocked out of bounds by Savage.
Yeah, great hands by Savage. Great anticipation of the passing lane.
Just seems like the Mavericks are always in motion defensively.
Yes, they are.
Always looking to cut off the passing lanes.
And when somebody makes you play defense for 30 seconds and you can stay disciplined like James Monroe's doing, that's a big feather in your cap.
Burks chases Smallwood. Smallwood goes baseline off the glass, and he gets it to drop.
Yeah, Caden Smallwood, after not getting a field goal the first half, able to start the second half. And a lot of times the shooter sees that ball go in the basket. That gets him going.
Allen tried to go through the legs of Judy, and the Crusaders are going to have another chance here. Mitchell from the right wing pulls up, three-pointer, too strong. McInnes fights for the rebound, and it's going to be knocked out of bounds there by Colin Fox.
All right, watch on this Alabama play. There's a nice move by Caden Smallwood. Smallwood's taking it out. If they don't get something early for McInnes, watch for picks for Smallwood coming back out. Here he comes, looking for the down pick.
And Mitchell tries to go inside. Have a kicked ball there by Allen. McInnes sends it in to Mitchell. Down on the wing to Smallwood. Mitchell picks it back up. McInnes is going to back out. He sends it over to Rose. Excuse me, that's Judy. Now in the hands of Mitchell. Out on the wing, Smallwood, three. Off the mark, McGinnis with a nice putback.
Great job by Jordan McGinnis, hitting the boards, able to take it up strong. Greater Beckley on a 4-0 run.
Allen into the lane, stops, spins, puts up the tough shot. McGinnis pulls down the rebound. Mitchell's going to push the ball down the floor. He has to kick it back out to McGinnis. McGinnis from the left elbow. 16-footer is good.
McGinnis with a nice mid-range J. 6-0 Greater Beckley.
Savage now looking to force the issue. He's got Mitchell all over him. Sends it out to Burks, and Mitchell and Savage get tied up.
And I believe they called the foul on Mitchell away from the basket. Those two just going at it. Let's take a look. Yep. There's Mitchell trying to deny Savage the ball. Got a little too aggressive there. When they say foul on one and one's guarding one, we don't know which one.
Savage is going to hand it off to Allen Smallwood. Crusaders get a little bit tougher defensively, and they're going to say Savage used the forearm there to clear B.J. Mitchell.
A great defensive position by B.J. Mitchell. Look for James Monroe next time to get Eli Allen driving the ball and Savage spotting up. Now, Greater Beckley on a 6-0 run. See, they're in a 1-4 set. There's the ball pick out front for Caden Smallwood.
Out to Judy, now to Mitchell in the corner. Mitchell starts left, goes past Allen off the glass. Going to come up short. Mitchell scraps for the rebound. And we're going to have a held ball. Possession arrow to the Mavericks.
Yeah, that would have.
That's tough.
Yeah, that would have been one of those places where with Mitchell on the ground, use a timeout. Save that possession. It's important at this time of the game. But that's got to be a lot of quick thinking going on for that to happen. But Mitchell being a savvy point guard that he is, I'm sure Coach Arvon would have liked for him to call timeout there and save that possession.
Smallwood fights through the pick, but Allen fights his way to the basket and puts up the tough up and under layup.
Beautiful move, Eli Allen on the spin and the strong finish.
Smallwood's going to send it left side now to Mitchell. Mitchell looks over the Maverick defense. Starts right, kicks it out to Judy on the wing, back out to Mitchell, now to Smallwood. Smallwood going to direct traffic here for the Crusaders. Rose brings it left. Judy for three. Allen skies for the rebound. Allen to the free throw line. Three-pointer put up there by Burks. Allen going to cut to the basket. He's going to get the basket and a foul.
And again, Eli Allen with a beautiful move, but it's after an offensive rebound. Greater Beckley get the rebound. That doesn't happen. Eli Allen beats everybody to the ball, draws the body contact, and nice smooch off the glass.
Coach, the Crusaders have come out here in the second half, and you can tell they've turned up their defensive intensity. Shad Savage not getting the opportunities, but Eli Allen making up the difference.
And on a hustle play. Eli Allen, a huge play for his team. Great finish. Boy, he's athletic and only a sophomore.
Mitchell, top of the circle.
Good fake.
Smallwood, fabulous.
Yes.
Ball fake right there to clear the defender, get the open look.
Yeah, Smallwood was able to see that layup go in, and he's a great shooter. Good three-pointer by.
Allen in the corner to Burks. He's going to send it back out to Allen, and Smallwood anticipating right there. Ball whipped inside. Crusaders are going to come away with it. Smallwood into the front court. Steps back, gives it to Mitchell. Mitchell into the lane. Left side, Judy, 16-footer, no good. Mitchell hustles for the rebound. Baseline jumper. He can't get it to fall, and they're going to get Jordan McGinnis with a push.
Yeah, I'll tell you, great hustle by B.J. Mitchell, getting the extra possession for his team. just like Eli Allen did on the other end, but Allen was able to draw the and one. Mitchell missed it, and then they have Jordan McInnes with a push in the back for the offensive rebound.
Cameron Thomas, one of those hustle-type players inside, really fighting and scrapping with McInnes for the rebound. Allen's going to bring it off the right side into the lane. He tried to send it over to Thomas. He gets it back and kisses it off the glass.
That's when it's bouncing your way. Now James Monroe in their man-to-man defense. Without McInnes in the game, they'll quit doubling the low post.
It was a nice move there by Mitchell. And as he brought it baseline there, he meets Cameron Thomas.
Yeah, good job by Mitchell drawing the contact. Mitchell with a quick step, draws it. Thomas came down on the arm with the foul. Mitchell will go to the free throw line and hits the first.
This is where the Crusaders struggled in the first half. If they can start knocking some of these foul shots down. As Mitchell misses the second, they kick it out to him in the corner, out and out of Smallwood. Smallwood has to pass up on the three, takes it in the lane, and he's going to draw the foul on Andrew Hazelwood.
Mike, offensive rebounding and just hustle plays are so important in the game of basketball. Eli Allen did it on James Monroe end, able to get an and one, and that's 2 straight possessions that Greater Beckley's been able to get an offensive rebound and get an extra shot at the basket. Last time they didn't make James Monroe pay. This time Smallwood cashes the check.
And that's 4 personals now on Hazelwood. We hadn't seen him since early in the second quarter. 15-point advantage here for the Mavericks. Allen with Smallwood in his face, kicks it out to Hazelwood. Hazelwood now to Savage. And Mitchell really active defensively. And he's going to be called for the block.
Yeah, Mitchell hustling. And at this pace, you know, Greater Beckley just wants to cut it to single digits before the quarter. And I don't know if they can come back at this pace, but they're playing much better basketball at this pace. And this could be a sign to where if both of these teams would win in their co-regional, they could play again this year, and Greater Beckley could be just looking for, hey, what can we do to play with these guys? And one thing you can't do is let Eli Allen get into the paint.
Pull-up jumper there for Allen. Stretches the lead to 17. We've been talking about this Crusader defense, but the Mavericks doing a nice job here themselves.
To hold a team as powerful as Greater Beckley to 5 field goals in a half, James Monroe's defense has been terrific.
Smallwood sends it into Drummiller, out to Mitchell, back to Smallwood. Smallwood's going to go baseline and puts it up and in.
Yeah, Smallwood, after not scoring the first half, come out here in the third quarter, really played well, got a floater, a layup, and a three-pointer.
Allen on the wing to Savage, gets the look he wants, shoots the three. Thomas.
What have we been talking about?
Has the length right there over the Crusaders.
But it's offensive rebounds. I mean, there's been 5 buckets this quarter on offensive rebounds alone as Drumheller drains the tray.
Great answer there by Drummiller. Mavericks are going to have 10 seconds here. Allen sinks back, Smallwood in his hip pocket,
pass.
Dumps to Savage. He can't finish. Thomas with the rebound.
Well, did you see that pass by Eli Allen? Look at this, thread the needle. Savage not able to finish. But there's that man, Cameron Thomas, on the boards, going to the free throw line with 1.3 seconds remaining in the third. Steps up and sinks the free throw. Thomas 6'3".
up that great length there when he extends his arms.
Yeah, long arms. Probably plays 6'5".
And puts up the air ball there. He's falling away as he shot the basketball.
Needed those extra 2 inches on that free throw. Yeah, they should have added the 1.9 on the clock.
15-point advantage here for the Mavericks. We're coming back for the decisive fourth quarter. You're watching the Class A Region 3 Section 1 Championship on Video Productions.
Hello, I'm Dr. Gross. Here at Chris Gross Chiropractic, we get 3 major complaints: the knee pain, sciatica, and headaches. We use state-of-the-art technology to help repair the spine, nerves, muscles, ligaments, and tendons 3 to 5 times faster than standard treatments. So if you're having any of these issues, we can help. Give us a call today at our Beckley Clinic or our New River location that's now in Whipple. Take care of yourself. You deserve it.
From the moment you walk into PostNet, we've got your back. From design and printing to shipping and more, whatever you need, we can help. We can bring your projects to life with advice and insight so you never feel like you're going it alone. Help you tackle everything in one place with a one-stop shop for everything from shipping a package to printing your big presentation. Save you time by not only getting the job done right, but also right on time. And all with exceptional PostNet customer service. We're more than just a place to get things done. We're your people.
Take it. Welcome back to James Monroe High School Class A Region 3 Section 1 Championship. Mavericks with a 15-point advantage. Crusaders are going to have to get to work here, Coach.
Oh, they are. And, it's hard when James Monroe's playing terrific defense, which they are. They've been very fundamentally sound defensively. They've stayed in front of their man, and when you get a cushion, that's how you need to play. Great pick and roll. Drumheller not able to finish.
Savage out to Allen, who brings it into the front court. Allen now is going to attack the basket, and he's going to be called for the offensive foul. Nice job there by Drumheller.
Drumheller's done that all year. He sacrifices his body. Great job. He steps over, see if he gets position. Yes, he did. Perfect position. Great job on the charge. And Eli Allen usually pulls up for that 8-footer that he's tremendous at. Should have pulled up for the 8-footer there. At the pace of this game, it's going to be very difficult for Greater Beckley to come back and win this, as Rose gets a good look at a 3, not able to knock it down. But I just tell you, with this co-regional, that would mean Greater Beckley would go to Webster. Correct? And all 4 of these teams, anybody can win. Now, right. I give James Monroe an advantage because they've only lost 1 game all year. But these are 4 good teams. Greater Beckley lost to Webster by 12 earlier in the year, and then in the last meeting beat Webster County by 5. So it's the rubber match, the third match between those two, if it continues like this. And James Monroe playing a rival in Greenbrier West. So if this holds, that's terrific matchups, and I will be looking forward to both of those.
Smallwood to the basket and the finish.
But Smallwood says you better hold on those matchups right now. Remember, I said if. We got a long time left in this one.
You're watching the Region 3 Section 1 Championship on Video Productions.
So what changed? How would you explain your success?
So I finally decided, don't compromise.
So as you can see, even a dummy knows when you've been hurt in a car wreck, don't compromise. Call John Mize.
to James Monroe High School. It's going to be Mavericks basketball. Looks like the Crusaders are going to extend their defense here, Coach. Savage.
Yeah, they have to.
Hands it off to Allen. Allen brings it around the right side. Back out to Savage, who's going to launch the straightaway three.
Yeah.
Savage.
Got a sweet stroke, don't he? Now, from our generation, the old beef. Balance, eyes, elbow, and follow through.
Mitchell now, top of the circle. Left side to Rose, strong to the basket. And Hazelwood is going to pick up his fifth.
Yeah, look at that sweet stroke by Savage. And Mike, you know what's great about doing these games consistently over a few years? You see a kid like Savage last year, and Shady Spring came down here with Luke LaRose and Tommy Williams, and Savage didn't have his partner, Eli Allen, and they got demolished. I mean, it was 40, it was ugly. And then you go fast forward only 1 year of high school, and here's James Monroe, only lost one game all year, and Savage plays with so much more confidence now. It's fun to watch these kids grow and develop as young men and players.
He's got a lot of poise.
He does.
Rose sinks the free throws. They get the ball in now to Savage. Savage able to break the pressure, whips it down to the corner to Burks. Burks out to Allen.
Now this is Eli Allen's kind of game. When Greater Beckley extends the pressure, he's able to do things like that, get into the lane, spin move. That was a fighter's basket there.
Mitchell hard to the basket. Mitchell gets the bucket and one.
Oh, B.J. Mitchell hanging in there, drawing the contact. Both point guards showing toughness on both ends of the floor. Great basketball. There's Mitchell, draws the contact and says, I may be the smallest guy in stature on the floor, but I got the biggest heart. And Mitchell again.
Gets his own rebound. Put back no good. Back come the Mavericks. Long outlet here by Allen, and Burks can't handle it.
Yeah, Coach Savage a little upset there, but you know, Eli Allen's got that killer instinct, and I saw what he saw. He just overthrew it just a little bit.
Rose on the wing, into the elbow, sends it to McGinnis. McGinnis puts up the tough shot over Judd Langford.
Nice pick and roll between Rose and Judy. And Judy with a nice finish. Down to 12. And James Monroe has been up double figures for a long time. The last time it was 10 was 27-17. But Shad Savage said, I'm not worried about that. Cool, calm, and collective. He's missed one free throw all evening. That makes him 9 for 10. Right there's 10 for 11. And, you know, they say practice doesn't make perfect. Perfect practice makes perfect. And he gets in the gym and he puts the time in, and that's why he has a stroke like he has.
Rose on the wing, dumps it out to Smallwood, back to Rose. Rose brings it right, off to Mitchell. Mitchell up over Allen. Can't get it to fall. Mitchell's going to go back to the line for the Crusaders.
Boy, Mitchell showing a lot of toughness and grit, getting to that free throw line. But when you get there, you got to make them pay. Got to make your free throws.
And Mitchell shows a sweet stroke himself.
Yeah, Mitchell hit big free throws in their upset win against James Monroe late in the contest. He went 4 for 4 and sealed the victory for the Crusaders.
Mitchell sinks them both. Lead back down to 12. Savage sends the ball. Left wing, Burks. Back out now to Savage. Crusaders extend this defense. Savage is going to step left. He's going to shoot three.
Goodness. That is a dagger. And stop and play. Would you look at this step back three? defense was tremendous. Look at this ball pick. Drumheller shows with his hands high, but Shad Savage said, I'm not worried about those high hands. Knocks down the three.
His range is so deep.
He does have deep range.
Tough shot put up there, baseline by Rose.
John Rose, a 5'11 sophomore, trying to keep Greater Beckley within striking distance.
Mitchell doing a nice job here, shadowing Shad Savage. Ball off to Allen.
Allen
looks
really sees the floor.
Underneath to Hunter. Hunter out to Allen, and Smallwood takes a chance and to tag him with the foul.
Well, and you look at Eli Allen. He's only a sophomore, but just that little play right there. Smallwood's going for the passing lane, but Allen plays like a veteran. He positioned himself like he was boxing out, put the defender on his back. He stopped him from going in the passing lane, and he drew the foul. It's just smart basketball.
And he steps to the line, sinks the free throw.
And if you look at the two scores of the games between these two teams, James Monroe won down here 71-44. Then Greater Beckley won at their place, and this one's kind of in between. Not a 35-point blowout, but the home team definitely with the advantage and really playing well.
Mitchell looking over this Maverick defense. Starts left, stop and go, down on the block, out to Drummiller. And Drummiller, three, can't get it to fall. Langford with the rebound. Langford sends it out to Allen. Allen into the lane, dumps it off to Hunter. Tipped away, Crusaders come up with it. Rose on the run. Splits the double team underneath the Smallwood. Reverse layup is good.
Smallwood, great reverse, good body control. Knocks it in for GBC.
Timeout on the floor.
As we look at the replay, Smallwood up, under, and through.
You're watching the Region 3 Section 1 championship game on Video Productions.
Hello, I'm Dr. Gross. Here at Chris Gross Chiropractic, we get three major complaints: the knee pain, sciatica, and headaches. We use state-of-the-art technology to help repair the spine, nerves, muscles, ligaments, and tendons 3 to 5 times faster than standard treatments. So if you're having any of these issues, we can help. Give us a call today at our Beckley Clinic or our New River location that's now in Whipple. Take care of yourself. You deserve it.
From the moment you walk into PostNet, we've got your back. From design and printing to shipping and more, whatever you need, we can help. We can bring your projects to life with advice and insight so you never feel like you're going it alone. Help you tackle everything in one place with a one-stop shop for everything from shipping a package to printing your big presentation. Save you time by not only getting the job done right, but also right on time. And all with exceptional PostNet customer service. We're more than just a place to get things done. We're your people.
Welcome back to this Class A Region 3 Section 1 championship game. We're under 4 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter. And the Crusaders, every time they chip away and get a little bit closer, Coach, the Mavericks are able to jump back out with a...
Always seem to have the answer. And when you have veteran guard play like James Monroe has, that's where your answers usually lie in close games at the end of games.
Allen tries to get it over to Burks, and the Crusaders create a turnover.
Yeah, Coach Matt Savage not happy with coming out of a timeout with a turnover. They've been very efficient this year after timeouts, and give Greater Beckley credit with good ball pressure there.
Ball out to Rose on the wing, out high. Smallwood for three. Too strong. Fight for the rebound. Mitchell comes up with it. Mitchell, right wing. Judy for three. He can't get it to fall. Thomas with the rebound. Outlets to Hunter. Hunter tried to send it over to Burks. Picked off by Smallwood. Smallwood back down the floor. Spins. Baseline. Kicks it out to Judy. In the corner. Rose for three. It's going to be short. Rebound pulled down by Thomas.
Two big missed threes there. Greater Beckley's hope to get back in the game really needed those three-pointers. Watch Eli Allen using the clock, but if the defense gets too aggressive, he'll get into the paint area. There he goes, makes a play. There it is, Eli Allen.
Gets the roll here in the home gym.
That's smart basketball.
Absolutely. Mitchell sends it out to Rose now baseline. Judy, top of the circle, Smallwood. Out to Mitchell in the corner. Mitchell comes inside, and we're going to have a reach there by Noah Hunter. Drumheller. Heads to the line, and Peyton Witt checks in. The Mavericks just keep sending fresh bodies in. And Thomas with the rebound. Gives it off to Allen. Allen being fronted by Smallwood, and he's going to be content here, you said, Coach, to run a little bit of this clock. Brings it in, kicks it out. Burks gets the open look at the three. Yeah. Inside out there.
Oh, yeah. Josh Burks has a nice stroke. Good fundamentals. Can really shoot that three ball.
Drumheller had the right idea. Rose coming from the corner baseline right there and pulled up. Mavericks get it back here, a minute and a half to go.
Well, Mike, I know this is your area down here. Tell me what the atmosphere is going to be in this gym with Greenbrier West coming here to play James Monroe.
Well, we've had some pretty good matchups between these two teams this year. It was a closer game in Charmco. Actually, James Monroe had a pretty nice second half lead. Cavaliers were able to cut it down there in the fourth, but got a really dynamic point guard in Caden Pack, and Pack averaging over 20 points a season. When you look at Eli Allen out here, they match up size-wise. They'll be matched up the entire basketball game. Also for the Cavaliers, Chase Boggs, a nice perimeter player. He can hit the threes. Lawson Vaughn inside on the post. He's about a 10-10 average guy.
So the games were close this year, and I love James Monroe's team. I love their chances of winning the whole thing. I think they have a legitimate chance of winning the state championship, but in a co-regional against your rival. So this place will be sold out. So how will they do the tickets? If I was James Monroe and I'm the home team, they're not getting very many at Greenbrier West.
I think the visiting team is supposed to get a third of the tickets.
Oh, are they? Okay, well, I'm glad you know those.
We'll see. We'll see if that's what happens. And there's great folks down here at James Monroe.
So you're saying they have good math skills? Like they'll do a third. A third won't be 20 tickets.
I know the baseball staff a lot better than I do the basketball staff, but I trust Matt Savage.
Yeah, I do too. And I met the principal earlier, and she's great. But boy, I'd be counting that small third. I promise you that.
Much like Greater Beckley's record, if you look at Greenbrier West's record this year, they're a team that's played Tug Valley 2 times, played Clay Battelle. They played number 1 Williamstown AA. So a lot of teams that they have faced, they've had a pretty hard strength of schedule. As the ball's going to be saved for the Mavericks, Thomas does a nice job throwing it off the knee.
And then I was fortunate enough to do the Greater Beckley Webster game where Greater Beckley won 75-70. And I've watched Webster play for 2 years. They're well coached. They're fundamentally sound. That's going to be a battle between those two teams. And I don't know if Greater Beckley will get a third of those tickets up there because Webster County, that place will be packed. 2 year, well, I guess it's our last state tournament that Webster County brought more fans than anybody in the state. And I know we're going to the next one, but we can go let James Monroe enjoy these. Take it away for the last 30 seconds.
Allen here in the Maverick logo sends it off to Shad Savage. Back to Allen as these Maverick fans come to their feet. Dumped underneath Thomas, and Thomas puts the exclamation point.
Yeah,
won the ball game.
Hey, the first big crowd of the year. James Monroe's played terrific basketball as Smallwood hits a three. They're deserving of their sectional championship, and what a great year so far for the James Monroe Mavericks.
So it's a Region 3 Section 1 championship for James Monroe. And the Crusaders will be the runner-ups. James Monroe will host the Greenbrier West Cavaliers this Wednesday night at 7 o'clock. Greater Beckley will head to Upper Glade, take on the Webster County Highlanders in the Region 3 co-final.
Yeah, and nothing like celebrating a championship on your home court. As Greater Beckley, always the sportsmen that they are, goes to half court to pray, and James Monroe meets them at half court, and Coach Justin Arvon cheering for James Monroe's the sportsmanship that Greater Beckley's teams always show, and they always have. And I know it's COVID, but they exchange some hugs, and I don't blame them.
I watched your broadcast last week. A lot of respect for the Greater Beckley administration, the way they recognize the James Monroe seniors as well as the.
Oh, they're amazing there, and it all starts with Brian Helton and the type of person he is, and there's Drumheller giving the prayer. That's how it's supposed to be.
A lot of life lessons in high school basketball.
Yes, and they teach them no better anywhere than they do at Greater Beckley. Now for the champions, the James Monroe Mavericks. Only one loss the entire season, and they need to enjoy this moment.
It's a great moment to be able to celebrate in your home gym, celebrate a region or a sectional championship. You know you're going to the region finals.
Okay, just whenever he's done, we'll do
that. And we could look at the matchups here going into these Region 3 co-finals as Greenbrier West will come in here Wednesday night to face the Mavericks. Before that Greater Beckley game last week, that was the only time that the Mavericks had been challenged within single digits.
I remember seeing that stat, and that's four terrific teams in this section. It's going to be maybe the best section or the best co-regions in the state. And it's going to be – there will be a lot of people looking at that scoreboard the next morning trying to figure out who's going to the state tournament from this area.
And then in the other co-final, Greater Beckley will head to Upper Glade in the Region 3 Section 2 championship game. Webster County, a lot like Greater Beckley, the scoring load was distributed just among four players in that championship game over Greenbrier West. A 64-52 Highlander win. Rygad with 20 points. Carter William and Caden Cutlip with 18 points apiece. And then Connor Bell, the big post player, you'll remember him.
Oh,
6 points, but his contributions go far beyond points.
Oh, I think Gadd is one of the best all-around players in single A. He has the inside game, the outside game. Webster has two really good shooters on the wing. And then the big fella fights, claws, and sets a lot of picks at the top, and he's hard to get around, and he plays tough, and he can also step out and shoot the three-pointer. So it should be exciting games. And if you want to run through the stats there, Mike, I believe we got some coming up, some final stats. We wanted to make sure we got them right, and it's all yours.
For the James Monroe Mavericks,
I think I saw 26.
Leading scorer was Shad Savage with 26 points. Eli Allen made up that first half deficit. He comes back to finish with 19 on the night. Josh Burks with 6 points. Cameron Thomas with 5. Colin Fox with 4. Jug Langford with 3. Peyton Witt with 4. And Noah Hunter with 2.
I'll tell you, the Savage was on fire. He had 26. And we'll go to the Greater Beckley scoreboard. Just having a little trouble. Yeah, we went through the James Monroe, and we're trying to find the Greater Beckley final stats for us. And I know Caden Smallwood had a huge second half. And he only had 1 point the first half. In the second half, he was able to come up big for Greater Beckley, and having a little trouble getting the official stats over here for us. And I don't think that we have Greater Beckleys. Okay, we do. There you go. Go ahead, run with Greater Beckleys.
Leading scorer for the Crusaders was Caden Smallwood with 17 points on the night. B.J. Mitchell followed it up with 12. John Rose with 7 points. Michael Judy with 7. And Ezra Drumheller with 3. Scored, pardon me, I missed there, Jordan McInnes with 6 points. So, the Crusaders came out 8 points in the first quarter, 10 points in the second. You got 18 points at the half. It's tough when you're not able to keep up with a team like James Monroe that's going to put points up in their home gym like that. You pointed out several times it was an 11-point advantage early there in the first half. Greater Beckley was able to kind of manage things and keep it there till about 2 minutes to go before the break.
Right.
And then the Mavericks exploded.
Well, think about the adjustments that Greater Beckley made. They almost doubled their scoring output the second half over the first. So they made the proper adjustments. They were just down too much to maybe the best single-A team in the state of West Virginia. So, on my part of wrapping this thing up as they cut the sectional nets down, I really think James Monroe may be looking for more nets than just sectional nets. But both of these teams have a chance to advance to the state tournament. They're both going to really have to play well next Wednesday, but I'm looking forward to watching both of these teams play.
And it will be a dogfight. I was looking earlier, the Cavaliers 69-64 loss in Charmco. When they came down here to Linside, it was a 65-44 win for James Monroe. But these kids know each other. They know each other well. They played each other a lot. Greater Beckley, you've already talked about the two matchups with the Highlanders. So these two Region 3 co-finals are going to be fabulous basketball games.
Well, I'm looking forward to it, Mike. I know you are too.
We're going to wrap it up here for the coach, Bob Boland. This is Mike Goddard reminding you our final score. James Monroe 69, Greater Beckley 52. You've been watching the Class A Region 3 Section 1 Championship on Video Productions.